What is going on, everybody? We got Tom Macdonald Scars. And my name is... I don't know why I made my voice like that. I'm sorry. I'll never do that again. I probably will. Alright, let's go. I have no idea what this song is about. And I've given up trying to, figure it out. Alright, here we go.
I don't remember how I got all these scars, but I know I lived a hell of a life. I can't remember how I made it this far, but I know it was a hell of a fight. Could have been some bones in a coffin stone, drinking vodka locked up with the bros, causing problems broke at the bottom. You know that I got a lot of marks under these clothes.
You know what's... And I was talking about this with somebody the other day, before I did my live stream for the election, on election day. I had some friends over, and we were just hanging out, and I was playing some music that, because only a few of them know that I actually have a channel, and I started playing some music about the ones I've heard, and then I played some Tom stuff, and a lot of them, because they're kind of like me, they're open-minded. They don't really they're kind of tired of the new age rap where it's just only about drugs, pussy, and murder. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my little bit of debauchery every now and then, but they were what one of my friends said was that this guy, he didn't know who he was yet. And then he was like, he has a good sense of what sounds good. And he was like, he's not monotone. And we were trying to think about it. We were like, what's the opposite of monotone? And we're like, mellotone. And that's kind of what we started saying, that he's mellotone. Because he doesn't necessarily have a singing voice. And if you think he does, hey, God bless you. But he's not your typical singer, right? I think we can all agree with that. And he just but he still can put it into a way where it sounds good and easy to listen to. And by the way, one of my friends is a liberal. And so once we went through this and we were talking about it, and I think I played maybe 3 songs in a row that were less aggressive, so it wouldn't give away kind of Tom's through line. I admitted who it was, and, the one who is a liberal was like, he sounds good. Even though, and he's I think he can be objective, and he was during this. He was like, yeah, I've heard of him before, but, he makes stuff that you can just listen to. You don't really have to judge it too much, even though you should judge the message for most songs. But he was like, it just sounds good to listen to. Even if I don't agree with what he's saying, he was like, he's not a particularly good singer, which I do agree with. He's not a singer. He doesn't claim to be either. But he's a musician. He's an entertainer. And he can still put it in a way that, sounds, it's not off-putting. That's what I'll say. Because, there are some singers that they're so unique that it's Jesus Christ, I just want to relax here. You know what I mean? I know most of you do. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just thought it was funny. I wanted to share that. I don't know why I shared it, but I wanted to.
To kill me, somehow I survived. These tattoos
and this is one of those examples. I'm not going to hate on the autotune. I think he's using it right here. It's to accentuate the one word, not the whole hook. I like the way he's using it here. I like the way Tom uses this. The only exception to autotune where I don't hold the same standard to is T-Pain, because that's all I've ever heard of T-Pain. So I accept all of his auto-tune. But this is what I mean when I'm like, you pick and choose when you use it. And, this is basically the perfect example of what I mean. It sounds good. And real quick, just so I can appease everybody, I know a lot of people like when I make fun of myself from the point of view of the people that are talking shit to me. And honestly, I like doing it too, because I like poking fun of myself too. Justin, we know he can't sing. He's a rapper, but it's about the message, dude. I know, Justin, we get it. You don't like the hook. You said it in 10 of his songs already. Justin, he never said that he can sing. He's trying to put the message out to the masses. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. It's just when you read so many of the messages, don't get me wrong. I get overwhelmingly positive comments. So I'll never take that for granted. It's just the ones that I do, the the criticisms that I get are like, they're like things that I admit to. So I don't even get why I'm getting criticized by it. But, I have to take the hate with the love, I guess. But I don't. He said he's going to use... no, it's fine. Okay.
Should have died. I don't remember why I cried all those tears, but I know that I turned out alright. I know that people wanted me dead. I lost all my friends, was running from the cops. Getting bread was dark in my head. You know that I have seen a lot of things. And
hold on, that just kind of resonated with me. I don't mean to go. I usually hate doing this, but hold on.
Up here, but I know I probably should have died. Don't remember why I cried all those tears, but I know that I turned out alright. I know
that resonated with me a lot, man. And these are tears from me laughing, not this. But you know those times where you're like, you're in a good place, you're doing good, but you can remember back to that place where you were like, man, like, how am I going to get out of this? Like, I don't even know what I'm going to do tomorrow or how I'm going to deal with this thing that's going on. Then I also have this thing that's happening and the world is coming down on me. Anyone that says they've never felt like that, I won't say you're lying, but you are blessed. You are blessed, because even the things I've been through, I think I've had a good life because I've had good people around me, and I've tried to learn from my mistakes the best that I could. That does not mean I haven't had hardship, because boy, therapy. But it's like, it's when you're already past those things, and you think you do. When things are going right, you always do. It seems to always happen. You sit there and you like you sit down and you're just like, man, I'm relaxed, I'm relieved. And then you think back to a time to where you weren't, and you thought it was ending for you. And it really wasn't. And I think a lot of people can relate to that. I really do. Oh man. Such a simple line, but yeah, I could relate to that a lot.
People wanted me dead, I lost all my friends, was running from the cops. Getting bread was dark in my head, you know that I have seen a lot of things in all of my years, but I'm thankful for this crazy life. Every single scar and every single scrape, every bruise and tattoo along the way tells a little story that I can't explain because the words escape me, but the marks remain. They won't ever fade and they can't be erased. They made me who I am and I am not ashamed. Every bump and scratch and every drop of blood prove how far I've came. These tattoos on my arm hide from you all the scars. These tattoos on my arm hide from you all the scars. I have had my scars longer than most of my friends. Crashed a couple cars, put some stitches in my leg.
I don't know why this and I don't mean to pause it this much. It reminds me, I feel like a lot of military people could probably relate to this song a lot. Like, just everything I've said before this, and then also just like, you can say scars, and then, tattoos can apply in the same way, And yeah, because like, I mean, if you think about it, maybe I'm tripping. But when you join the military, like most people, there are some crazy guys out there. I love them for serving their country, but you got some crazy ones out there that just want to get to it. And God bless them. We need them. But a lot of people, they want to serve their country. At least it used to be. I don't know how it is now. It used to be. You wanted to do something. I wanted to serve ever since 9/11, and I was 12 years old, or 11, whatever it was. And you want to fight for what you have, and it's a very, I don't know. Veterans out there, let me know if I'm off, but I knew it from a very young age, and like young enough to where like my dad had to sign off. Because I was under 18, but he had to sign off for me to join because I was already graduated, all this stuff. I just graduated early, but for me to join. And, but yeah, I knew I wanted to do something for I wanted to serve. It sounds, I don't know. I don't think it sounds cheesy. I really don't. I think it sounds great. I just think it's so cliche, but it really is true. And I wanted to do something. And especially if that something was a way to do what I wanted to do in the long run, which was firefighting. I wanted to be a firefighter from a very young age. Don't ask me why. I just did. I just had it. It was in me. Pause. And I wanted to do it. And, I wanted to do it and I was going to do it. Didn't matter what path I took to get there. But the military, I could do that and also do what I wanted to do in the meantime while also serving my country. But where I'm going with this is, even though when you sign up for the military, I was in the Air Force, you sign up for a job, for the most part. But you also sign up to do everything else they ask you to do. And, in times like right now, you probably get to do exactly what you signed up for. If you're, I don't know, logistics, you probably are in the office all day doing logistics. If you're a firefighter, actually, probably not, but let's use something else. If you're a load manager, yeah, you're still doing load manager things, and you're flying all around the world, but you're not necessarily doing things that is without it, like outside of your job title. Whereas, and why I said firefighters out of that, firefighters, the soldiers, your real first in soldiers, medics, security forces, they're like your first people into like a fob. I'll say that. They're not your first in, but to a fob. When you're trying to establish a base, they are your first ones. Like they drop fire, like P-22s, which is a firefighting truck, out of a plane with a parachute. And, people jump with it. And it's just a lot. And you get asked to do things that are outside, at least during 95 to what, 2013. If you go overseas, you're doing things that are outside of what your normal job set was, you know. And it's just not, it is what you signed up for, but it's not what you thought, and you do things regardless, and it's for your country. And I don't really know what I'm getting at here, but I just know, like, I don't know, the song just makes sense to me. You know, your scars, and then you look back on it, and it all means something. And it helps when there is a overall image that, you know, these scars, tattoos, whatever it is, led to this thing, you know. It makes sense to me. Maybe it doesn't to everybody else. I don't know. I kind of rambled there. I knew what I was talking about. And I thought scars, tattoos, because I have this tattoo. We had a firefighter that died, and got this for him, and he was one of my best friends. And yeah, just made me put it all together. So
All the scars. I have had my scars longer than most of my friends. Crashed a couple cars, put some stitches in my legs. Looked up at the stars and all I can say is thanks. Recovery was hard, but it made me who I am. All these ugly battle scars complete me. They're reminders of the demons who tried their best to defeat me. They don't look so good in photos, but my struggles ain't beneath me. And these tattoos ain't for nothing, this is physical graffiti. Every broken bone, all the sticks and stones, and the moments when I felt so alone. Every single tear and like a million beers that I only drank so I could try to cope. Every bloody nose and all the muddy clothes when I was in the dirt down inside a hole. Every single scuff and every single scab made me who I am. These tattoos on my arm hide from you. All the scars. These tattoos on my arm hide from you. All the scars. These tattoos on my arms hide from you. All the scars.
I was wondering why I was thinking of tattoos. He said it. Idiot. Still upset I don't get Seductive Tom. I don't give a shit. I got a whole video of him naked. I don't care. I miss it. Nah, this is a good song. It made me ramble. That's how you know it's a good one. It gets me thinking. I start thinking about shit. And yeah, this is a good one, man. And you know, I think if you're watching this now, you know that I hate the word vibes. I don't like it, but I use it when appropriate. And it was just like, I don't know, it's good vibes to it. Like it sounded good, it felt good, and you know, could relate to it in maybe my own way. Maybe that, you know, I'm sure he wasn't referring it to the way in which I took it, but that's a good thing about music, you know. It can be referenced and taken in, paused in different ways, and yeah, I thought that was really good. Veterans out there, let me know. Am I tripping on that? I don't know. I just took it and used it in, you know, my perspective and how I view my life, things that I've done, and where I am now. And yeah, I liked it a lot. I really did. I'm not crying. You are. Just kidding. Who's calling me? Never mind. Anyway, y'all are the best. Subscribers, you already know. Y'all awesome. If you're not subscribed, please do. Join the, I'm changing the name. It's the Axe Gang. That's what we are. And I'll see y'all next time. Stay safe. Take care. Love y'all. Peace. Nah, that didn't work. My bad. I tried a new thing. It didn't work. Peace.